Why pay for another player? The great Lillian Gish, of course, didn't have to go on the ice, but she wanted authenticity in her films. As for the irrepressible Douglas Fairbanks, well, seldom if ever would a double be found on his set. Rightfully proud of his athletic prowess, he'd charmingly convince his fans and himself that he was the Black Pirate, the Thief of Baghdad, Zorro. Indiana Jones isn't quite as flamboyant as a Fairbanks character, but in the struggle for good over evil, they share common bonds. Perpetual underdogs, they're blessed with superior wit and a lot of luck. There's another tradition from action films of yore to which Raiders pays homage. No matter how much Indiana gives or takes in a fight, he never loses his hat. Years ago, with short shooting schedules, no one could bother trying to match action filmed the day before. It was just simpler for everyone if the hero kept his hat on in every shot. It also handily covered the double space in stunts. Looks like Marion and Indiana are in big trouble again. All they wanted to do was hijack the Nazis' plane. Now it's accidentally started moving. A tanker of gasoline is beginning to flood the field. Enemy troops are attacking, and Marion's trapped in the cockpit. Can Indiana get her out in time? Can they get away before they're incinerated?
Wait it! Wait it! Stop there! Never mind! Get back! Get back!
It's a cliffhanger, all right, but you won't have to wait next week to find out what happens. While certain elements in Raiders were borrowed from serials, some, like dialogue and staging, had to be left behind.
You know me? The next time it'll be an ear unless you tell me where I'm going.
Hampered by low budgets, the filmmakers could only try their best. Exciting action outlined in the script was seldom very convincing when it reached film. But of course, the kids at matinees weren't too critical. A common practice of producers was to make sure a set could be used over and over again. On Monday, it could be a forest ranger's office for one serial. Redress it Wednesday, and we're in North Africa for a chapter of another. Fortunately, Raiders could afford to realize what the scriptwriter imagined. Raiders could afford to realize what the scriptwriter imagined. This set fills an entire soundstage. It never will be used again, since most of it will be demolished in the film. Doubling for me in this scene is Irish stuntman Martin Grace. His main gag will involve one of the 30-foot-high idols. Steven Spielberg had virtually every shot of the film storyboarded. For the upcoming complex, expensive scene, the preparation was especially important.
Carefully, carefully!
Indiana and his friend Sala have finally located the buried Egyptian temple, known as the Well of Souls. The long-sought-after Ark of the Covenant is down there, but so also are things that nightmares are made of.
Why does the floor move? Give me your torch. snakes.
We gotta get Robert down here. We don't have enough snakes to make the scene work. The set's too big for the amount of snakes that we have. And we hardly have enough small snakes for even an insert. Literally 2,000 snakes in the set are swallowed up so quickly. We have to get more snakes. You know what we really need? We need about 7,000 snakes in addition to the 2,000 we have here to make it work.
Some of the snakes were poisonous. All could bite. A doctor stood by at all times with anti-venom serum. At first, most of the crew were a bit spooked, to say the least. 2 weeks filming with thousands of snakes. Yet remarkably, within a few days, the crew seemed not to mind them. Somehow they got to know which were the dangerous ones and which were the harmless ones. None, however, took direction well.
You don't like fire? You do like fire. You love fire. In the script, you're supposed to hate fire. Why do you like fire? You're ruining my movie. You are.
Are you scared of snakes?
I hate them.
Are you really? How about you?
I had a phobia of snakes.
They don't bother me at all. When I was a kid, I worked in a Boy Scout camp as a nature counselor. We used to collect them, you know, run and catch every snake we could. And I had no fear of them whatsoever. I'm surprised. I mean, when I go around talking about the picture during publicity and stuff, I am amazed at the number of people that's the most frightening thing in the picture to them are the snakes. And they say, how can you stand to work with all those snakes? Since they didn't bother me, I didn't mind doing the first scene with them. I'd have to rappel off the statue 40 feet to the ground. A bit physical, but not requiring a stuntman.
Steven, I'll come down in a second.
Okay,
as soon
fine.
as he comes up, I'm coming down.
You see where he is when he's 4
And we'll
feet
do
up.
it the real way. We're all set now.
No,
Coming down.
Steadily. Whoa! Right. Now, whoa. Carefully. You're all right in there. Good. Now, gently, boys, gently. Good. Ready? Hurry, Indy!
snakes jump back at the same time Indy jumps back, and we do a long push in.
The moment of triumph is at hand for Indiana. At long last, the Ark of the Covenant is about to be his.
Don't touch that.
Indiana has foiled the Nazis before, but now it's their turn.
Come on down here.